Hello, YouTube. We are back for the attack for the Thrilling Comics number 18, Mike Night Tiger's Golden Age Classic. Now, what are we going to do next? As you saw with the last few uploads, we did some tape removal, then we did dry cleaning, and now we are on the aqueous bath treatment. So I'm going to do a few different methods to try to lighten the actual cover up, because I want to try to remove the actual stains that developed because of the ancient tape that was on. So how are we going to do this? We're going to do this by first doing a straight water soap bath. So what I want to do is I want to put the book in my tub. And this is just a hefty tub that you can buy at any big box store. It works well for me. There are different types of tubs. Excuse me, I hit the camera. There are different types of tubs that people use, or trays that you can purchase. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're pretty expensive. And why not use a plastic tub? It's a high tub. That's what I like. It has a high wall versus the trays that you can buy from the conservation houses that have a low wall, which I'm not a big fan of. I like the high wall. So what I'm doing is I'm pumping my sprayer because I want to moisten the cover, and I want to give it some water before we pour the water in, just to get it acclimated to a little moisture before we do what we have to do with the situation with the soap. So there we go. We're going to let that sit right now for a little bit. Going to let the water penetrate it. And then what I have here off to the side is a gallon of warm water. Let me open up the camera a little bit more so you can see what I'm talking about. So right there to the right, there is a gallon of water. So what I want to do is I want to use my Palmolive antibacterial soap. This is a soap that does not have any scent whatsoever. And I'm going to put just a few little drops in, just like that, nothing crazy. We don't want to make it like it's going through a washing machine. We just want to give it a nice little amount of soap. And then what I'll do is I'll stir it up to get the soap spread out through the water. And then I'm going to pour it in. Now, I hope the gallon will actually take the cover and cover everything. Because of the grate, that may be an issue. So I may take it out like I'm doing now. And let's pour the water in. And then I'll put the cover in without the grate. Just like this. We'll let the cover now be introduced into the soapy water. And then I'm going to let this soak probably for a good 45 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer. And we're going to see how the plain water, warm water works with cleaning some of the stains off of the book. And then after this, we are going to do a chloramine tea soaking. And hopefully that will also remove some of the stains from this book so we can get it ready for the leaf casting and tear seals, because that's next on the agenda for this book. So I like to slowly push it down so it sinks below the water line. I don't go too crazy pushing it because the pressure from pushing it down and the water can cause more damage to the book. So we're gonna let this sit for a while. And that is all that we're going to do right now. Let it sit, I'll take it out, and then we'll see if the water at all changed, making it darker, bringing out some of the impurities that are in the cover. And we know that there are impurities in this cover. And by soaking it, it's going to improve the appearance, definitely. So then we're going to use chloramine T. This is a product that you can purchase from Talus. It is a very good product that I've used in the past, and it's going to lighten up the cover. And generally what I like to use is 1 tablespoon per gallon per warm water. So this will lighten up the pages definitely, but we're going to try something different, and I'm going to try to focus on the isolated stains that the tape put onto the paper, and I'll show you how we're going to do it after this soaks for a while, so stay tuned. Okay guys, we are back. So what I did is I soaked the cover in plain water, tap water, warm, for about an hour. Approximately an hour, that's the time. So now what do we want to do? What we want to do is I want to take it out of the bath because we're going to do phase 2. So what I do is I gently lift it, and we're going to put it on the grate. Okay, just like that, easy peasy. You have to be careful handling the books when they're wet because it is dangerous. It's a danger. Very dangerous because you can rip it. So what do we want to do now? What I want to do now is I was going to spot treat some of the tape stains, but I think I'm going to do it reverse. We're going to do the chloramine T bath right now, because I want to see how it turns out before I start doing it. So here's the issue. Is the water dirtier? Let's take a look. It is to me. I can definitely see it. No doubt about it. So what I want to do is I want to go and dump this, and we're going to start with the new soaking. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, here's a side view of some of the water that I took out of the first aqueous bath. Now this is just a soaking of plain water, and I just want to show you the impurities that came out. So it was very successful, the first soaking of the cover. Now we're going to go a little deeper with the chloramine T. So let me stay tuned.